What's good, y'all? I am the dating pool guy. I am cleaning up the dating pool through reactions, through advice, etc., etc. Today, we are going to finish the last part of this video. It's been a roller coaster, man. The K-drama theater, shout out to you for this video. It's a four-parter, and so I broke it up into four parts. Kicked his cheating wife out of the house, only to discover that her lover was his client. Y'all gotta watch all these parts, man, because it's been a roller coaster, like, for me, too, because I'm like, oh, it's this. Then I'm like, oh, wait, no. And then I'm like, oh, wait, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, no. Like, check out all the parts. Share and subscribe as well, y'all. Please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? More content to come, man. I'm definitely building up this channel, man. I want to help the dating pool because it's crazy. So let's go ahead and finish this. I think it's like 4 minutes left, so let's see what happens. A lot has happened, so let's get it.
By his wife finally drove her out of the house. In an effort to return to normal life, Hiroki Kanzaki hired a nanny for his child and began discussing business with his wife's lover, unaware of Ryou Fuyutsuki's true identity. During their conversation, Hiroki was informed by the nanny that his daughter had suddenly developed a fever. Understanding, Ryou suggested they meet another time. Hiroki briefly delegated his work to a junior at the company before rushing to catch a taxi home. However, no taxis were available. Seeing Hiroki's situation, Ryou offered to drive him home. Noticing Hiroki was no longer wearing his wedding ring, Ryou guessed something had happened with Miu. Hiroki, appreciative of Ryu's thoughtfulness, recalled seeing his wife happy at a flea market he hosted, which had deeply hurt him, as she had never laughed like that with him. As they were about to enter his neighborhood, Ryou unexpectedly saw Miu, who had been driven out, but Hiroki, busy looking for his keys, missed seeing her. Ryou, remembering Miu's previous statement that their marital issues were none of his business, decided not to mention it. The next day, with nowhere to go, Miu visited her mother in a hospice. The doctor allowed her mother, who was nearing the end of her life, to go out with Miu. Miu confessed her infidelity to her mother, who thought she would never see her granddaughter again. Yet, informed by a close friend, the kind-hearted Hiroki brought his daughter to see her grandmother one last time. That night, Miu returned home with Hiroki to rest. A few days later, Miu's mother peacefully passed away in the hospital. At this time, a meddling friend brought over a farewell letter from Ryou Fuyutsuki. The letter stated that he was ready to completely end their relationship. The beautiful memories would be cherished forever in his heart, and he wished for both of them to have a bright future. After everything was settled, Miu Kanzaki sincerely thanked the kind Hiroki Kanzaki, and then proposed that she would move out of the house soon. However, Hiroki Kanzaki said he would be the one to leave, only if his wife would confess who the father of their daughter was. Unfortunately, she constantly protected the other man. In fact, Hiroki felt happier seeing his wife hold their daughter than holding her himself. Once they had made up their minds, they planned to divorce. However, neither wanted to separate deep down, and both avoided discussing the divorce. Not wanting...
See, that's what I'm talking about. Communication is key, bruh. Communication is key. I mean, of course, there's nothing to talk about. Like, once you cheat, I mean, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? I know things are, like, it was a lot going on. So I low-key see both sides. You know what I'm saying? But cheating is crazy. But if you watch the other parts, you're kind of like, ooh, that's tough. It's complicated. It's complicated. But that's the perfect time. Talk about it, bro. If you feel a certain type of way, let go of that pride. Talk to her. Let her talk to you. See what it really is. Like, do you really want to get divorced? Like, I feel like blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you get divorced and you're like, man, I still want to be with her. Or if she gets divorced and she's like, I still want to be with him. Like, that's a conversation you could have. Not saying it'll work, but have that conversation so you don't have those regrets. That's the thing.
To be apart from his daughter, Hiroki Kanzaki shared his troubles with the owner of a coffee shop. It turns out that what had been angering Hiroki Kanzaki was that Miu still refused to reveal the identity of the man she had an affair with. The owner pointed out that Hiroki didn't really want to know the man's identity, but wanted to understand his wife's thoughts, what she was protecting, and why. One day, while looking at their chat history, Hiroki Kanzaki suddenly remembered a bookmark that Miu cherished and had been missing. Recalling that Miu had mentioned going to the library to return something, he went to the library on a hunch. There, he inquired about his wife with the librarian and learned that she often volunteered there, having been invited by Mr. Ryou Fuyutsuki, who was also her childhood friend from school. At the same time, a colleague, after being repeatedly rejected by Ryou Fuyutsuki, decided to sort out his feelings and leave the company they started together. Unexpectedly, he learned from a previous event poster that Miu Kanzaki was the wife of Hiroki Kanzaki, a client they were in talks with. Wanting to stand up for Ryou Fuyutsuki, the colleague planned to interview Miu, appreciating her craft work as an excuse, and managed to arrange a meeting through Hiroki Kanzaki. Thus, the four of them met unexpectedly.
Oh.
The colleague straightforwardly expressed that because she had always liked Ryou Fuyutsuki, she could not stand to see him suffer alone, and condemned Miu Kanzaki for being a wife and mother, yet shamelessly having an affair with another man.
Girl. No, sorry, go ahead, finish.
Which she found unforgivable. Knowing she was in the wrong, Miu Kanzaki remained silent in the face of the colleague's accusations. Meanwhile, Hiroki Kanzaki took Ryou Fuyutsuki to the coffee shop where, faced with Hiroki's questions, Ryou Fuyutsuki could not answer and remained silent, head bowed.
You know what? Let me say something. Ew, what is that? Whatever. Honestly, mind your business. Mind your business, bruh. There's too many people in their business. Like, I respect that the truth is coming out, but these other people that are coming into the picture and talking crazy because they have secret feelings, bro, stay out of it. This is not up to you. This is between us, the main people in this. Who are you? So, man, mind your business. But that's a crazy thing. That was the last part. You know what I'm saying? It was a roller coaster, man. I'm guessing they have another part that explains the rest. I don't know which part it is. They had a few other videos, so I wonder if that is for that. Probably not just for that show, but like they have a few other things on that show probably. But I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. That was the last part of it. Go and watch the other parts. They're crazy. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, man, and peace.